So we're going to break down one of the most uninteresting fights right around. Nobody's excited for this fight.
Which I don't get.
Yeah, I don't
get that at all.
And it is the rematch between Randamie, the Iron fucking Lady, versus somebody called Nunes, who knocked out Cyborg in 2 seconds.
Who's Nunes?
Yeah.
Who'd she beat?
But here's
She's
the thing.
beat nobody. A list of nobodies. Rousey, Holm,
Nobody.
Cyborg. Who's that?
Garbage. But here's the thing. Nunes' reign is going to be over when Randamie knocks her ass out December 14th, 2019.
Okay, so in this fantasy, of yours, how does this happen?
I think that her, Randamie's, learns from the old Nunes' way of Nunes is basically, oh, I'm going to wrestle fuck you to the ground. And I think she's gonna work on her sprawl. She's gonna work on being able to get away from Nunes. Her long 100 ape index reach, and then she's going to do that beautiful straight right to Nunes'
It is
chin,
beautiful. It's tight.
and knock her ass out.
So what you describe as a wrestle fucking performance, let me describe to you what I remember from this fight. Randamie was scared of Nunes' power.
I don't think so.
Because a lot of people are not even mentioning the fact that this is actually a rematch.
Yep.
Randamie and Nunes have fought before. Nunes won in the first round, I believe, and it was a TKO. This is how I remember it happening.
From ground and pound, which in my fantasy, she's already fixed that. She's got great takedown defense.
What you describe as wrestle fucking, this is how I remember it. Nunes backed up Randamie because she was scared of Nunes' power. Then Nunes faked a right overhand, shot for the takedown, got her down, passed him out, and essentially looked like Donkey Kong from Super Smash Bros. Brawl with his down B move, where he just bangs on the ground, drives their head into a gopher hole, and then the referee had no choice but to stop the fight, to save Randamie. That's how I remember it.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. That was how many years ago?
It was a few years ago.
It was a long time
and
ago.
And I'm sure, right? Randamie must have fought some other great wrestlers to prove that her takedown defense has improved.
Ladd, she said, but I have already trained my takedown defense. I don't need to even show it. I'll just end the fight in, 2 seconds?
She did beat known amazing grappler and cardio kickbox instructor Holly Holm.
Yes, she did.
Did she show good takedown defense in that fight? She showed good Ishish defense in that fight. But Aspen Ladd would have been the most credentialed grappler that she fought since Nunes.
And it is a bummer that she wasn't able to show her new post-mom, takedown defense from
She did
Aspen
make
Ladd.
quick work of Aspen. To be fair, I think a strong breeze could have knocked Aspen Ladd over after that damn weight cut that she had. She was literally shaking on the scale.
Fair enough. But I will say this. I think that Nunes is actually not going to want to take down Randamie. I think she's had so much success with her striking is that she's going to want to make this a kickboxing match instead of a takedown match.
So, I think we both agree Nunes has more power. Right? Yeah?
Yes, I agree.
This is what worries me for Randamie and makes me happy because I think Nunes is going to win, and that's the side I'm arguing, obviously, because it's the side I think is correct. Nunes has the power to back up Randamie. Yes? Randamie is going to have to play the outboxer.
Yes.
The way that Nunes throws her right is wide. So, the way that she throws her right, the wide right that she can step in on, is the same punch that allows her to go forward into a takedown. That's how she was able to get her down the first time. I don't think Randamie's actually shown that she's even a different fighter than the first time that they fought. I think that she's still a really badass kickboxer.
She hasn't evolved in 10 years? Was this even a UFC fight? I don't think
it was UFC.
Okay, never mind.
I don't think she's really evolved as a fighter.
My thing is that I think that she's going to be able to look at her fight and say, okay, she has wide punches, wide arm punches, and I think that a wide arm punch is always going to be slower
than a straight
right. And I think that that's a huge opening that Nunes has shown time and time again. Whether or not Randamie has the fortitude to be able to execute on that plan
for 5 rounds.
For 5 rounds.
That's the problem.
I don't know.
That's why I think Nunes, because Randamie has to be perfect for the whole fight.
Well, no, not necessarily. Because when Nunes literally leans all her weight into that right overhand.
Do you want to demonstrate?
Right. So Nunes will, and then all she has to do is come over with a straight right hand.
She chambers it really nicely.
And chambers it so nice
beautifully.
that it's always going to hit Nunes first. And de Randamie's the taller fighter, so she's gonna be able to keep distance more. I will say I am worried that if Nunes has a more aggressive wrestling style, that it's going to give JRD very, very. It's going to be a very hard fight for her.
Yeah, I think Nunes is going to get and impose and get her power into the front of de Randamie's mind, so that JDR, whatever, is worried about Amanda's striking. Then I think she's going to shoot for an opportunistic takedown, and I think you're going to see the same thing. I think it's going to go takedown, pass to mount, and I think it's going to be over at that point.
I mean, again, if the Iron Lady did not learn from her mistakes, then that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And to be fair, like I'm gonna be honest here, I haven't seen enough of her after she relinquished her title, because she's only fought twice now.
Yeah.
Right. So
she looked great in both fights.
And to be fair, she didn't have to worry about the power of either a Holly Holmes or Aspen. Right.
And but what I think the problem is, like in their first engagement, what literally happened is Nunes threatened the power, de Randamie walked straight back into the cage, and then Amanda took her down.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's the same thing that's going to happen this fight, man.
I disagree. I hope that because she's also been throwing the naked right straight a lot more.
True. That's fair.
After their fight. So I think because the naked right was the one that set Aspen down on her ass. And because Nunes opens up so wide, she just has to throw the naked right at that point.
And Nunes won't show that adaptation. Nunes hasn't shown an adaptation specifically for an opponent she's fought.
Right. I agree. She's done the same thing over and over again. And also, like, if Nunes for some reason starts to develop a jab, which she has not developed
it's not
a jab.
It's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Then, and to be fair, I feel like because it was such an early on in de Randamie's career, a jab is actually really important for boxing, kickboxing, and less important for kickboxing, but still important. And I feel like that might have been the residuals of kickboxing so much at a high level that she needed to have a jab in order to execute her right hand. And now I feel like she's like, okay, this is MMA. I've become the champion. I obviously am a very competent MMA striker now. And I feel like she's developed that naked right hand that so many MMA fighters have now.
So it's going to be basically a duel of the rights.
Yes.
de Randamie's straight, tight right.
Which is always going to land first.
Right down the pipe is going to land first. And she's going to have the shoulder high and be protected from Nunes' looping right. And she's going to circle out.
Yes.
And not get caught against the cage. For 5 rounds. Yeah, that's the path to victory.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Or if she hurts Nunes with that,
which is very possible,
because it's going to be such a powerful blow, that chambered right while Nunes is coming in. So that's what I think is going to happen. It's more than likely, if de Randamie has not evolved her game since their first fight, that it goes a different way.
Well, we'll have to all find out this weekend, guys. Join us in the Live Fight podcast and watch the fight. Let's come see if we're right. Talk some shit to me if I'm wrong. Shot some shit to Alex. Come back to this video. Let us know if we're right. Give us props, though. One of us is right.
Yeah.
One of us is going to be wrong.
We'll find out.